Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving headfirst into the uncanny valley of deepfake technology. And let me tell you, the water's absolutely freezing. Metaphorically speaking, of course. We're talking about technology so advanced, so unnervingly realistic, that it can make your dear old granny appear to rap the entirety of Gangsta's Paradise, while simultaneously bench-pressing a Fiat. Now, you might be thinking, that sounds hilarious. Where can I find this rapping, weightlifting granny? And I appreciate your enthusiasm, I do, but that's precisely where the problem lies. Deepfakes are evolving faster than a chameleon on a disco ball, and they're not just being used for harmless fun. From hyper-realistic videos to voice cloning and fake websites that would fool a Nigerian prince, we'll uncover how these technologies are being weaponized to deceive and manipulate on a scale that would make even the most skeptical amongst us raise a dubious eyebrow. Now let's talk about deepfakes. And no, I'm not talking about your friend's questionable poker skills. I'm talking about artificial intelligence that can create videos of people doing and saying things they never actually did or said. Imagine a world where you can't tell if that viral video of a politician making an embarrassing gaffe is real or just a clever fabrication. Spoiler alert, we're already living in that world. The technology behind deepfakes is advancing at a pace that would make even the most optimistic futurist break out in a cold sweat. Remember when deepfakes looked like they were filmed on a potato in someone's basement? Yeah, those days are long gone. We're talking seamless transitions, realistic lighting, and facial expressions so convincing they'd make Meryl Streep jealous. But here's the kicker. Deepfakes aren't just being used to win internet arguments or create funny memes. Oh no, my friends, they're being used for far more nefarious purposes. We're talking about high-profile scams, reputation sabotage, and even election interference. Remember that time when a video of a certain someone, who may or may not resemble a tangerine, appeared to be doing the Macarena at a state dinner? Turns out, it was a deep fake. And it's not just celebrities and politicians who are at risk. Oh no, these digital puppet masters are coming for us all. Imagine getting a video call from your boss asking you to transfer company funds to a suspicious offshore account. You'd do it, right? I mean, it's your boss, and they sound just like themselves. But what if it wasn't your boss? What if it was a deep fake, meticulously crafted to sound and look exactly like the person you trust most in the corporate world? It's a terrifying thought, and it's happening right now. Just ask the poor souls who fell victim to a recent deepfake scam that targeted users on social media. These cunning con artists used deepfake technology to create fake profiles of influencers and celebrities, then used these profiles to promote a shady cryptocurrency investment scheme. Now you might be thinking, Octavian, I'm far too clever to fall for something like that. I mean, I can spot a fake video a mile away. And to that, I say, good for you. You're one step ahead of the game. But the reality is, most people can't. That's why it's more important than ever to be vigilant about the content we consume online. Don't believe everything you see, even if it looks and sounds incredibly convincing. Verify, verify, verify. If you see a video or hear an audio clip that seems too good to be true, it probably is. Double-check the source, look for inconsistencies, and if you're still not sure, it's always best to err on the side of caution. Remember, in the age of deepfakes, seeing is no longer believing. It's time to start thinking critically and questioning everything. Because the truth, my friends, is out there, but it's buried under a mountain of digital deception. Now, if you thought deepfake videos were scary, buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to enter the twilight zone of voice cloning. That's right, folks. Artificial intelligence can now replicate your voice with such stunning accuracy that even your own mother wouldn't be able to tell the difference. Remember that time you tried to impersonate your favorite celebrity and ended up sounding like a drunken parrot? Well, AI doesn't have that problem. Give it a few snippets of your voice, and it can recreate your unique vocal timbre, inflections, and even those weird little breathing sounds you make when you talk. But as Spider-Man's uncle once said, with great power comes great responsibility, and spoiler alert, nobody involved in voice cloning appears to have seen that movie. Because the technology is now being used to pull off heists so audacious, so ludicrously convincing, that they'd make Ocean's 11 look like a bunch of amateurs trying to steal a pack of gum.
Take, for instance, the unfortunate case of a finance worker in Hong Kong who received a phone call that seemed to be from a company director. The voice was so realistic, so eerily similar to the director's actual voice, that the employee didn't hesitate to follow the instructions given over the phone. Those instructions? Oh, just a casual request to transfer a trifling sum of $25.6 million to a foreign bank account. By the time the bank realized something was amiss, the money was gone, vanished into the ether, leaving behind a trail of digital breadcrumbs and one very bewildered, now probably unemployed finance worker.
And this, my friends, is just the tip of the iceberg. Voice cloning is being used to scam people out of their hard-earned money, steal sensitive information, and even impersonate law enforcement officials. So, what can you do to protect yourself from this vocal voodoo? Well, for starters, be extremely wary of any unsolicited phone calls or voice messages that request personal or financial information. And I don't care if the voice on the other end of the line sounds like Morgan Freeman reading you bedtime stories. Second, consider implementing multi-factor authentication for all your important accounts. That way, even if someone manages to get their grubby little hands on your password, they'll still need another piece of information, like a one-time code sent to your phone to access your account. But perhaps the most important thing you can do is simply raise awareness about voice cloning. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your pet hamster. The more people who know about this technology and the risks it poses, the harder it will be for the bad guys to succeed. Now, we've talked about deepfake videos and voice cloning, but hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter the rabbit hole of fake websites. That's right. Artificial intelligence is no longer content with just impersonating people. It's now creating entire websites that are so convincing, so devilishly deceptive, that you'd swear you've been there before.
Remember that time you stumbled upon a website that looked exactly like Amazon, but with prices so ridiculously low that you thought you'd won the internet lottery? You probably entered your credit card information faster than a cheetah on a sugar rush, only to realize later that you'd been duped.
Well, my friends, those days of shoddy pixelated fake websites are long gone. We're talking high-definition logos, convincing layouts, and even fake reviews that would make Shakespeare proud. These counterfeit websites are designed with one goal in mind: to steal your personal and financial information.
They'll mimic the look and feel of legitimate websites, such as banks, online retailers, and even government agencies, all in an attempt to trick you into entering your login credentials, credit card details, and other sensitive information. And it's not just your personal information that's at risk. These fake websites can also infect your device with malware, giving hackers access to your files, your camera, and even your microphone.
So, how can you protect yourself from these digital doppelgangers? Well, for starters, always double-check the website address before entering any personal information. Look for misspellings, grammatical errors, or any other red flags that might indicate the website is not what it seems. And here's a pro tip. Instead of clicking on links in emails or social media posts, type the website address directly into your browser. That way, you'll be sure to land on the real deal and not some shady imposter.
It's also a good idea to use a reputable antivirus software and keep it updated. Antivirus software can help detect and block malicious websites, preventing them from infecting your device with malware. But perhaps the most important thing you can do is to be skeptical. Don't believe everything you see online, and if something seems too good to be true, it probably is.
Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on the latest in technology and cybersecurity. It's a wild, wild west out there in the digital world, and it's getting wilder by the day. But don't despair, my friends, because knowledge is power. The more you know about the threats that exist online, the better equipped you'll be to protect yourself and your loved ones. So, stay vigilant, stay informed, and for the love of all that is holy, think twice before you click on that suspicious link. Stay safe and stay informed.